Right, this is Unit 6 assessment. Macca Greg, Asad Saeed, Stephen Peace, plan and prepare gym-based exercise. Right, lads, start off with learning outcome 1. Know how to plan and prepare gym-based exercise. 1.1 then. Explain the importance of careful and thorough planning and preparation for physical activity. Off we go.
Right, well firstly, it gives you session structure, like you have time to plan it. It reduces the risk of injury and it helps the client reach his target.
Fine. 1.2. Outline the needs and potential of the clients, including reasons for and barriers to participation in the activity.
Barriers for participation could be injury, medical or financial problems.
Right, and then why might that stop them?
An injury could stop them from doing a certain exercise, such as like a hamstring injury would stop them from doing squats or lunges. Yeah. Medical issues like a heart problem will stop them from doing as much cardio as they should be doing, and financial problems might stop them from their gym membership being cancelled.
Good. 1.3, describe how to motivate clients to take part in exercise.
Because it gives them a chance to set goals and specific targets to reach. Make them feel more comfortable during their program workout for however long they're doing it for.
What else might you set them?
Initiatives, right? Yeah, or different, just varied sessions.
Varied sessions as well, right? 1.4, describe exercises that are safe and appropriate for clients, including alternatives to potentially harmful exercises.
Right, well, for harmful, we've got bench presses, deadlifts and squats, and the alternatives is a chest press for the bench press.
Good.
For the deadlift, we've got prone cobra, and then for the squat, we've got a goblet squat.
Good. Identify safe and effective alignment of exercise positions. 1.5.
A squat, you'd get them in a 90 degrees angle.
What
Knees,
part of the body? Yeah.
Keep us straight back and stop them from any unnecessary movement. Make sure the back is feeling the pressure in the squat and concentrate on the muscle groups.
So what way would you be facing doing a squat?
Forward.
Would your head be up, down, sideways?
Your head would be straight, facing forward.
Right, fine. 1.6, describe how to plan to use a range of cardiovascular and resistance machines, including free weights, barbells, dumbbells, cobbles and benches.
Well, it works towards your client's aims, goals, and it uses appropriate equipment. Correct health and safety procedures such as collars and barbells.
Why is that important then?
Reduce the risk of injury.
So what might happen if you don't put the collars on a barbell?
It could cause injury, snap, break.
Bar could slip out as well.
Yeah.
Bar could slip out, and what might fall off them?
Weights
onto
feet, break toes.
Good.
Cause mayhem. Also, you can use different intensities and different cardiovascular machines.
So what might be easier to test on a resistance machine than say free weights? What's it called? What are you trying to find out?
1 rep max.
So why might that be easier, Macca, to do it on a resistance machine than a barbell?
Because it's safer to use.
Right, so think of an example for that.
Like a bench press.
So what might you use instead to find out a 1 rep max? Instead of a bench press?
Chest press.
Right, good. 2. Know how to collect and analyse relevant information. 2.1. Describe the screening process and the factors which affect the ability to exercise.
Right, well, one thing that could stop exercise could be pregnancy.
Yep.
Because obviously women can find it hard to do intense training if they're pregnant. It could be a medical. People could be I don't know, could take certain drugs, that could make them feel nauseous and stuff.
Yep.
Right, and then there's injury, say they've broken a bone, for example, of the leg, and they're doing leg work, they need to be careful in what they do there.
Right, fine. 2.2. Identify the information needed to plan gym-based exercise and describe why this information is important.
First of all, you'd have to find out the client's aims and goals to see what they want to achieve, and then teach them how to use the appropriate equipment with effectiveness, and then just make sure the client can use the equipment and appropriately, safely.
So what sort of information might you have to get off them?
The medical history, if they've got any injuries, the address.
Park Q.
Good. Right, good.
Did I say that?
We have done now, Assad. What's PARQ stand for, Assad?
Physical activity readiness question.
Yeah.
What does it stand for, Assad?
Physical activity readiness question.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Good.
What's that mumbling?
2.3. Identify the range of different methods that may be used to collect information, including questionnaire, interview, observation and physical measurements.
Well, first of all, you have the PARQ, which is given to the client before a programme to find out what they want to work on. Fitness tests, see where they are in their fitness, and just asking the client personally what you think they can do.
So what sort of physical measurements might you do with a client then?
Just what their strength is now, and what intensity they'll.
But actually on the person, what sort of measurements might you need to do?
Like medical health and
Weight and height.
Right. Why might that be important then?
To make sure what they want to achieve. So if they've got like a certain circumference in their bicep or arm, and they want to increase it by a couple of inches, then you know what you're working on.
So I'd make out a plan. Obviously, see how they are now and what they can lift and
Yeah.
how much they can run, and then test it in like a few months' time.
Do you know what the BMI is? Stuff with the BMI, so find out how much.
do mass index.
Yeah. So what does that test?
Your
If
weight
they're
and height times.
overweight or underweight or
Yeah. So there's the equation, isn't there?
Yeah.
And also, then that's the measurements. Good. Identify reasons for temporary deferral of exercise.
Right, well, is that 2.5?
So why somebody might stop doing exercise.
Right, well, it could be financial issues.
Yeah.
Say if they're trying to get to a gym and they couldn't afford membership. So it could be that. It could be time, they might like work or have college or school. So obviously if they don't have enough time then they can't go. Pregnancy,
Mhm.
that's an important one because if they're already a few months into the pregnancy, like, I don't know, they might want to spend time with like family members.
Does it mean that you can't do any exercise or if you're pregnant?
No, like you could do low intensities of exercise.
Right, good lad. Move on to 2.5. Identify why it may be necessary to refer the client to another professional.
you'd have to refer them to a physio if they're injured, a doctor if pregnancy, and a psychologist if like they're struggling mentally to.
Yeah. Good. Not had that one. Good. 2.6. Describe the purpose of the informed consent.
See if like they're underage, like, because sometimes younger age is not going to be very good for health because they're still growing.
Yeah.
Insurance policies in case like you might not even be able to afford the gym for a start. So,
Yeah.
Some issues there, and just health and safety overall, because you don't want to, have them like dying in the gym, really, do you? So
No, it wouldn't be ideal.
yeah. Health and safety is like the main key in the gym, really.
All right.
Dangerous equipment.
What might it lead to if you haven't got the informed consent? If say there's an injury,
Well,
insurance,
soon people.
say we're in the legal procedures, good. And the emergency procedure of the facility/organisation. 2.7.
What's 2.7? Oh Christ.
So what could say the legislature?
Emergency procedures could be fire exits.
Fire exits, good.
Bomb threats.
Bomb threats.
Fire extinguishers.
Fire extinguisher, good. What else?
Injuries.
Injury.
first aid kit.
Where might you record injuries?
You know, like a folder or computer or somewhere safe.
What's it called?
File.
Files.
Yeah, right. And
File cabinet. Safe. Anything.
so what's it called where you record the results down?
Files.
So say something's happened.
The injury book, no.
Yeah.
Is that
Or incident book,
Yeah,
anything like
incident
that.
book.
Okay, incident log. Alright. 2.8, explain the purpose of the PARQ and how to interpret and record the information.
It's to make sure that you know what the person wants and
Like their ability, basically.
It's to give you an idea of what you want to plan for that
Like
session.
if they've had like injuries in the past, obviously you can look at them, and then like you can like not push them too hard if they've hurt themselves in the past.
to see if they've got any experience in the past as well, exercising.
Good. Learn outcome 4. Explain how to identify and agree objectives for the programme based on collected information. 4.1.
Right, we haven't got that one either.
Can you repeat that, please?
So, explain how to identify and agree objectives for a programme based on collected information.
Agree with the client.
Yeah. So how would you agree objectives?
Objectives like if they want to decrease their waist, you could show them exercises which would decrease their waist, and like
Such as what?
oblique exercises like twists and yeah,
There's a medicine ball twist, isn't there?
yeah, medicine ball twists.
That's helpful when it comes to like waist reduce.
So how would you identify what objectives a client might want to do?
From the PARQ,
What else?
you could do an interview before the
You could test them personally.
Right, okay. 4.2. Describe how to use a range of equipment to achieve a client's goals. So how would you use different equipment to achieve a client's goals?
So say they want to have a big upper body, and use a range of like upper body exercise equipment, like the lat pull down, chest press, the bench press.
Also, pull-ups is a really good like thing for chest. Obviously, that works on your
For
chest
what?
quite a bit.
What does?
Pull-ups.
Pull-ups, it works
Works
on
on
your
your-
lats and you try
Yeah.
biceps,
Well, yeah. My biceps.
So dumbbell exercises as well.
like free weights. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay. Outline the health and environmental factors which can influence safety and group individual working space. So what health and safety factors have you got to take into place?
Well, first you have to make sure the equipment's still working.
So what's that called when you go around checking the equipment?
Risk assessments.
Yeah.
Make sure it's safely put away when someone's finished exercising, and
What might you do if it's a group activity? So say you're doing a spinning class.
you ask them if they've got any injuries or anything like that before the start, and just so you can make sure you don't push them into like the highest intensity.
Right, okay. 4.4. Describe why is it important to agree goals with a client. So why is it important to agree a goal with a client? So what they want to do.
Well, you could make sure that what they're doing is actually helpful for them.
Right.
Like it benefits them.
Such as what?
Um,
Give some examples.
well, if they wanted bigger arms, you know, like upper arms, biceps, they could perhaps do bicep curls. And if they suggested that, then you could obviously agree with them.
Right.
Because obviously that would benefit them.
So say they wanted to improve the muscular endurance. What sort of activities might you be doing with them?
Long, slow distance, cardio.
Muscular endurance.
endurance,
Just like light weights on like certain machines like chest
Light
press.
weights, high
Loads
And,
of reps.
but you do
Right, well done.
loads of reps over and over again. Then you rest for like a few seconds, and then you go again.
Right, okay. 4.5. Describe how to record plans in a required format. So say your client's come in, he wants to do a 6-week training programme. How would you record that?
Well, first there's computers, obviously.
Yeah.
You could like put it into a chart,
Good.
like progress charts. Then there's plans, like you could write it down like each day, like a bit like a diary.
Yeah.
Video one.
Video one.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What else?
Voice notes.
So I could like speak into it and see how they're doing. Tell, like, obviously they can tell themselves. Basically, you can speak another voice note and then listen to it another time, like a bit like a plan. So I can think of really.
So writing it down, and then where would you keep their logs?
On a file.
Somewhere secure.
On the database.
Would it be confidential?
Yes.
Yeah. Outline 4.6. Outline risk assessment / management procedures.
PARQ, medical history and fitness testing. So PARQ would just find out what they want to achieve, and medical history would tell us if they've got any problems that we should know about, like heart or lungs.
What sort of management procedures might be taking place at a leisure centre?
You'd have to do an induction to show them around all the machines.
Yeah.
How they work.
Yeah.
And then what if something went wrong
You
to do
need to be ready
management?
for it, so you need like to know first aid.
Safety procedure.
Yeah.
Yeah, safe.
And then who would you tell if something went wrong?
Someone higher up than you.
Right, so management, good. Okay. So explain the consequences of failing to manage health and safety.
Injury, loss of client, bad name for the company itself, because really you don't want the company to have a bad name, otherwise no one's going to go there. So you need to be professional about everything.
Right, fine. Learn outcome 6. Know how to prepare self and equipment for the gym-based exercise programme. Outline the organisation's guidelines for replacement of equipment. So if something's broken,
Right.
what happens?
Well, for example, if something's broken, then you could put out of order on the actual equipment itself, like a sign on it.
Yeah.
You could tell a supervisor if it's just been done.
Mhm.
You can tell the clients how long it'll be out of order for.
Right.
Like, if they want to use a machine, then obviously you've got to hurry up about fixing the machine.
Right, good.